So our next speaker is Drew Hemment, a theme lead for the arts and humanities within the Data-Centric Engineering program at the Alan Turing Institute, and also professor of data, arts and society at the University of Edinburgh. So Drew will talk to us about humanities meets engineering, putting the arts and humanities into data-centric engineering. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Great to see everyone here. So I started a new role at the Turing recently to stand up a new program. That program is Humanities, Arts and Social Sciences in Data-Centric Engineering. As some of you may know, Data-Centric Engineering is one of the flagship programs at the Turing, and it's all about leveraging recent advances in AI and data sciences into engineering to tackle grand challenges such as safety and decarbonization, and some really important work's taken place in that area. Some major interventions around sustainability and maritime, work on critical infrastructure, digital manufacturing. We have a stand, come and visit us. The humanities theme, I'll shorten it to that because it's actually humanities, arts and social sciences, so everything that isn't science and engineering, is something new. We've heard a few times at this conference that it's clear that the scale and complexity of challenges that we face now really means we have to leverage the full diversity of disciplines to tackle those. But coming into this and starting this, the first thing that I faced was a question about what this can be. What can the humanities bring to the data-centric engineering space? My own background, I've worked between arts and technology all my career. More on the arts side. I've been leading a program called The New Real between Turing and Edinburgh, and I've worked in a number of different technology sectors, but this is doing something new. What can the humanities and arts bring to data-centric engineering? Well, the first thing to say is that at the Turing, we've transitioned to a challenge-led organization. The two main challenges that we address are the environment challenge and also a challenge that we're working very closely with our lead partner, the Lloyd's Registry Foundation on, which is AI safety. And as I said before, these are complex, multi-dimensional challenges. They cannot be addressed from one discipline alone. And there's now, again, as we've discussed elsewhere, there's now, I won't say an emerging consensus, there's an established consensus that we can't look at these as technical problems alone, and they can't be addressed solely by commercial development. And allied to that is just the sheer dizzying pace of developments in AI that's happening right now. And that creates real challenges to connect people, to convene people around those challenges, to shape them equitably, and to drive innovation in fair and responsible ways. So some of the contributions that the humanities, arts, and social sciences can make are things like grounding technological advances in social relevance and ethical considerations, aligning innovations with human values and cultural contexts. And also, it's about developing new and innovative methodologies, including cross and transdisciplinary methodologies, drawing on the strengths of those different areas. On top of that, the arts in particular offer an unrivaled pathway to translate AI research into the heart of society and the economy. So some of the things we're doing, we're developing cross-cutting frameworks for challenge-led science. One of those you can see in action at AI UK. The workshop yesterday and the innovation lab today are using open prototyping tools, which are all about connecting across disciplines, connecting data and science to real-world problems. It's also about developing new fundamental methods, as I say, that draw on the humanities, the arts, sciences, and engineering. One of those areas builds on an area that's actually emerged from the arts. So there's a research theme that we've been working on, which we call experiential AI, which is about an approach to designing AI systems in real-world contexts that foregrounds human experience and context of a human in a loop. And one of the key contributions has been augmenting and enhancing explainable AI, which can be narrowly technical, to provide end users with richer and more intuitive modes of model interpretability and interaction. Alongside that, we're working across all of the areas in data-centric engineering to help that translation, to help that transition into real-world impact. And the approach we're taking is we're trying to identify those areas where the engineering really touches people's lives, institutions, where complex societal, ethical questions arise. Those are the kind of places where we need this cross-disciplinary approach. We've also got to focus on community building. And this is one area, as I say, where the arts and different humanities disciplines bring a lot. So we're using exhibitions, we're using public trials and public demos to connect the science in the lab into the real world. We're using futures methods to look beyond sort of fundamental science to those impacts, to connect to real-world implications and significance. And bringing this all together is a future vision where we can make a real and significant impact to safe, to sustainable technology, and where we can really establish a maturity of this coming together of the humanities and the engineering. And this is something that the Turing is particularly equipped to do. The convening power of the Turing, its status as a national institution, is enabling us to reach out and work internationally. We're building very significant international partnerships around this. We're able to work very strategically with government, with funding bodies, and I invite you to join us. It's a new initiative. It's already gained a lot of momentum, and we'd love to hear from you if you're interested in coming into this space. Thank you.